All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Fitzgerald, and he'll spot Hurd open left side. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
180. Up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fitzgerald. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good return there. Call it 13. Yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A very solid gain of 27 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a dump off here complete, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Darquez Dennard there defensively.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for them to try it again later.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Trying to improvise. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Fitzgerald, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, and his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Go.
They're going to try and throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
54 Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Real.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Jags grab it. 30, 20, 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Richie James, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
180.
Mike 5-4. Hey, pick your game up.
Real.
First down, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
We got this.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing on first down, Fitzgerald. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Fitzgerald. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Caught left side, Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. So we've come. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Buying time to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Right there. 54 miles.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. Now he's forced out right. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Kings.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield looking for Campbell downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald being chased out left. Now he'll throw a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
180.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 45.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Play fake. Mayfield. There goes a deep ball. Ends up, and that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Switch up, switch. Hey, seam 6.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Fitzgerald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Fitzgerald. Wide open receiver, complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Smith able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Right there, 54, right there. Pistol. All day.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Anthony Barr make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
King.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dante Moncrief. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put the... And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December,
of giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Look, squeeze. Hey, high 7. Lee Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald, and he's going to go down again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready?
On fourth down, Fitzgerald. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Regular. Hey, Alpha.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Real. Five.
50, Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up. Mike's 50. Watch the curls.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Set. HE Gator. Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he coughed it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They're scared. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Come on. You better bring it.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, and Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey. 50.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it's a critical year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah,